This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 589.
I program my own computer.
We have a server crash, 404 error, page not found, links aren't working, system is crashing, system is crashing, system is crashing.
Your old HTML website, barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website, better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster. Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silvey, host of the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events, I'm excited. 2 WordCamps next weekend. WordCamp Pokhara, June 13th and 14th, and also WordCamp Brisbane, which is down in Australia, WordCamp 14th and 15th. I would love to go to that one. I want to go to Australia in general, and I have family down there. I've never been. Got to make that happen one of these days. All right, if you're in those parts of the world, you should go and let me know how it was. I want to hear back. All right, moving on, segment 1, handful of things to talk about in the news. First and foremost, PatchStack has a new security and review tool for plugin vendors. It's called the PatchStack VDP platform. Apparently, it is still free. The VDP remains free to all plugin developers. We're introducing a new security suite tier, $75 a month. It includes $40 worth of AI tokens for code security reviews. Interesting. So that's above my pay grade on all that. But if you do make plugins and you want to use PatchStack to help you develop and make sure they're secure, check that out. I'll put a link in the show notes. Pretty cool. Also in the news, Marcus Burnett and Michelle Frechette, friends of the show, both have been on this podcast. I believe interviewed both of them. Had launched a new service called Sponsor Me WP, which is pretty cool. You get to sponsor the people who contribute. It's a nice website. It's really well done. Congratulations to them teaming up on this. They are awesome people. They're like me. They have so many ideas and so many things we all put out there in the world. So check that out over at sponsormewp.com. And finally in the news, Linux Foundation has announced the FAIR Package Manager project for open source content management system stability. It's a mouthful, FAIR. It's an acronym. I forget what it stands for at the top of my head. See, can I find it for you all real quick? Federated Independent Repository of Trusted Plugins is what it is. FAIR Package Manager. Nonetheless, it's trying to help take away a single source of failure or issues with the repository for plugins. So it's a governance as well. Pretty interesting information there. I'll put a link in the show notes as well if you want to read about that. Is that it for the news? Yeah, that's it for the news. All right, moving on. Segment 2, the meat potatoes of this week's episode. So apparently, after looking at one single advertisement, literally one, on a social media site a week or two ago, either X, Facebook, LinkedIn, I'm not sure where it was, about taking a certification course, I have been fed a bunch of ads. It's ironic how that works. The algorithm definitely works. You look at one thing, you even say something out loud sometimes, your phone's always listening. So with that said, I'm diving in and talking about certifications. Now, let's start with the why, because look, I get it. Between client work, site updates, life, adding a course right now may sound like overkill. It might not be worth it. If you don't have the time, how do you fit this in? But bear with me here. Certifications, in my opinion, are more than just a fancy digital sticker because they show potential clients or employers that you're leveling up, you're staying current, and you can back that up with using the current buzzwords within your industry in question. I mean, not just use them, but know what they mean and be intelligent about them. They also help you differentiate yourself from somebody else in the same industry, possibly, for someone who might just be winging it, who might just be really new at this. Plus, if you're thinking about shifting into something slightly different than what you do right now, consulting, content, coaching, or corporate, this stuff matters. It's kind of that stamp of approval that says, yeah, I know my stuff and here's the proof. So with that, we want to move into what to look for in a certification program because not all certs are created equal. Some are fantastic. Others are basically a glorified PDF after watching a few videos. So what's worth it? And I would say that first and foremost, you want to go to look at certifications that are actually recognized in the industry in question. Thinking Google, Meta, HubSpot, Amazon. Okay. Second, see if there's any real world applications, quizzes, case studies, or projects. And then, of course, bonus points would be if it's free, I might put an asterisk there and come back to that in a second, or budget friendly, because, you just want to see where you're at for financially. Actually, let's talk about that right now. On the free aspect, you get what you pay for. Free can be great. And you maybe take the quiz, it costs money to get the certification testing, right? But if you don't put skin in the game, are you really going to go through with the whole process and spend 2, 3, 10, 20 hours? So budget friendly might be better. Investing in yourself is an investment in the future. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's kind of true. So also, does it come with support? Some platforms will also offer community and or office hours, which can be awesome and gold if you think about it, if you want to look into connecting with other people in the same industry. So a good certification isn't just the lessons. It's technically like, a launch pad, I suppose, and a support system. Okay. So now what is actually worth taking? So if you're in the WordPress world, like myself, and if you're listening to this podcast, you probably are, we wear dozens of hats. Dozens of hats. Marketer, developer, strategist, possible therapist for clients. So with that said, here's a mixture of some certifications that match those titles and those things. Okay, starting with, let's go with Google Analytics 4. We shifted from GA4, was it a year or two ago? And this is a non-negotiable. If you want to learn more about analytics, you need to learn and read the data and speak metrics fluently. Okay. Moving over to some CRM, HubSpot. Though I don't use it currently, I might be moving into that because I left Pipedrive, I guess a year ago. So HubSpot has inbound marketing. They have a great overview of content, funnels, lead nurturing. It's perfect, if your client says, hey, we want to get more traffic. They want to track the interactions with clients. And HubSpot offers a free level of a CRM, and then it kind of ramps up. And I did a review of HubSpot and Pipedrive and one other one, I don't know, about 9 years ago. So if you want to go back and listen to that. But once you go into the added features, prices get kind of expensive. But the course itself, the HubSpot inbound marketing, is also free. Okay. Moving over to SEO, Yoast offers an academy called Yoast SEO Academy, especially handy if SEO comes up. It's not if, it's when. I mean, if you're doing this business, you're going to hear about SEO all the time. Also SEM SEO Toolkit. It combines strategy and tools. It's a nice way to level up beyond just keyword stuffing. And don't do the keyword stuffing. It's so not cool and old. I think there's still a site out there for a dentist that I tried to pitch to help them with their website. They literally had keywords in the footer, probably like 500 of them, the same color as the background. So they're the old invisibility game. Oh my gosh, terrible. All right. Also, another one to consider here would be WP Engine Advanced Dev. If you're building custom solutions or scaling sites, this could and probably will elevate your game. And lastly, if you're looking to build custom Gutenberg blocks or themes, check out the Code Academy JS React certification. So, those are just a handful. There are a whole bunch more, of course, Amazon Web Services, Facebook Meta for ads and sales as well. Those also have a ton of value there if you're looking into or if you're in that space or looking to go into that space. Okay. Lastly, how do you use them once you have them? Well, you've earned it. So now what? What do you do with it? My recommendation, tell people. Post it on your LinkedIn, post it on your website, maybe even throw it into your proposals or even an email signature. You could maybe mention it in a client call if it's relevant. Hey, we are certified in this CMS or this CRM, etc. You can use it to create new offers or even workshop some ideas because you're trying to help a company. So maybe teaching a class in something about business development or ad sales or advertising might be something you can also lead into as well as just a new vertical market to go after. So if you're transitioning into something new, training, speaking, productized services, it's a smart way to show that you're not just winging it. It's not just a trophy. Honestly, it's a tool. It's a tool in your tool chest of things to do and how to move forward in your business life. All right. So there you go. If you have any certs that you recommend, let me know. Love to share them out here on the podcast as well. All right. Moving on. Segment 3, tip and tool of the week. This one is pretty cool. It's the View Transitions plugin. It's by Felix Ernst. He just came out with it. I tried it out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. It's free. It's in the repo. I put a link in the show notes about his blog on it. It just transitions between pages and tabs, different pages on a WordPress site, much smoother. At least in the fade one, there's also a slide in and out. I like the fade the best. Check it out. It's free. It's pretty cool. And awesome work, Felix. So he's a great developer. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you have any questions, go ahead, send it in via email, adam@kitchensinkwp.com, or use the SpeakPipe function on the website. If you want to support the show, you can become a Patreon, or you can buy me a coffee. Ways to do that on the site as well. If you want to sponsor the podcast, that would be awesome. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you, and we'll talk. All right, thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right, bye-bye.